rocking with? It's your boy Rocky, and it's time to lock out with your boy. What up? How about people's doing, man? Grand rising to all the kings and queens. Peace to all the gods and goddesses. Y'all know who y'all rocking with, right? Talk to me nice, and you ain't gonna get to talk to me twice, right? Nah, y'all know the vibes. I'm just cooling. It's 7 a.m. Trying to get out this video. I say, yo, you know what? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start the day with a fire video, and then I'm gonna close it out with another fire one. You heard? Y'all ready? We get into it. We mask up on the mask off or mask on. All right, I'm gonna stop playing. Mask off. You heard? Okay, today's story is coming straight from the USP Allenwood. I'm thinking. Y'all already know me. I ain't gotta talk about it. I definitely gotta make sure everything is where it's supposed to be before we dive in. But no, this story right here is coming from Allenwood, 2013. No, actually 2012. I came home in 2014. At this time, I was coming back down. I was making my way back to the East Coast. The thing about the feds is, you see how the state, when you catch a state charger, you gotta go do 5, 10, whatever, you feel me? You go up north, and I believe, I've never been up north, never did the state thing, but I'm pretty sure that they send you as far as possible, upstate, all the way up there, then you work yourself down, you feel me? Closer to the city. Well, the feds is sort of like that, but you see, the feds, it depends on your age, if you gangbanging, your charge. You understand? That's how they what you call that? Your point. The feds, they got a point system, meaning, it's just some bullshit. Don't go to the feds. What they like to say in my comment? Don't go to jail. Don't go to jail. Seriously. Listen to them niggas. Fuck that. But no, yeah, so around this time I'm coming down. We gotta get all, whenever I tell a story, I like y'all to know exactly what I was going through, what I was thinking, where I was in my bed, shit like that, you feel me? So y'all can have a true understanding of the story. So at this time, like I told you, I slowed up on the gangbanging thing. The feds, I always tell people, the feds is what made me grow up. You understand? The shit that I seen in the feds, I knew I couldn't be no little ass boy. And I knew I couldn't be a little ass boy that niggas could send on a dummy mission. You understand type shit? Because in the feds, you got all the shot callers there. You got the feds the feds don't necessarily lock up the toughest nigga in your neighborhood. The feds actually lock up the smartest nigga in your neighborhood. Understand that it's a difference. You understand? With a tough nigga, we can deal with chaos all day. You feel me? With the tough nigga, all I gotta do is throw my hands, fight, protect myself, live to fight another day, and I'm alright. With the smart nigga, he think too much, so you don't really know. You understand? That's like the feds. That's how I break down the state to the feds. So the gangbanging thing for me, it was fading, and I'm gonna tell you why. It wasn't because I was getting depressed or blunt. It ain't have why I fell back. It actually have nothing to do with no oppositions or none of that. It has something to do with mindset. It didn't really have nothing to do with Crip, to be honest with y'all. This was on some in-house shit, right? So for a while, I always tell people, right, when when me and my block started cripping, it was one dude who, was fucking with niggas outside my block. And he brought this shit to my hood. That was our OG. That was K-Bat. Well, back in the 90s, any of y'all who know Fly Tie, and this is some more content for Patreon when I start talking about Fly Tie for Fort Greene or this person, that person, just know y'all gonna wanna get that Patreon package because everything is there. You understand? Like the big names, shot callers, niggas who I was hustling with in the rap business. So get that Patreon and lock in. But no, right? So homeboy, the dude K-Bad, he was an OG. And back in the Fly Tyler days, in Fly Talk for Fort Greene, all about Brooklyn heads, y'all know who Fly Tyler is. And boy, so the head of that Crip shit for us, the nigga wound up telling on Fly Tyler behind some shit. I'm too young. I ain't gonna speak on some shit that I don't know about, right? But that's all I can say is homeboy told, and they dead heat in my hood. But boy, he never told us that. You feel me? Someone's in a situation where the nigga told, but in the hood, he's still tough. So instead of telling niggas in his hood that, yo, niggas is dead heat, the nigga let us claim the shit. You understand? And it's niggas who done died over that shit. It's niggas who done went to jail for 100 years over that shit. It's niggas who done, you understand, who have sacrificed they self, their well-being all over the name of this A-Train Gangsta Blue Steel Warrior shit. And it's dead heat. And the shit been dead heat since the 90s. I'm a 2000 baby. I ain't grow up in the 90s. I mean, you understand, I was a baby in the 90s, but I ain't really started letting my nuts hang to 2000s. And we still was jacking Blue Steel Warrior. So this shit been dead heat long before my generation came along. But niggas never knew. Now this is why I stand with the West when it comes to ridiculing the East Coast for joining that gang shit. You wanna know why? Because on the East, it's a lot of us motherfuckers who done followed the trend, lost our lives or lost a fucking substantial amount of time to that prison shit, all over these gangs that we thought we knew about and we didn't know shit. Look how it happened to the Bloods, New York Bloods. Nigga lied to them niggas. Same shit with the Crip shit. It might have been sanctioned more than the Blood shit because them niggas, Biz low-key really went out west to fuck with the homies, the cousins back west cuz. And so that would make the Crips a little more sanctioned than the Bloods. But still in all, even though that happened, the New York wasn't structured where a motherfucker could call a worldwide meeting and all the Crips show up. Or I'ma say it was more or less the Blue Steels. We wasn't invited everywhere type shit. And even though we let our nuts hang, is a few individuals from our side that really let their nuts hang, like me, Duck Low, a few other niggas. And niggas is respected out their hood, but when it comes to home base, all of us, everybody, all the members, we knew the shit was dead heat. Now, I mean, this is in the 2000s, once we all grew up and started learning, oh shit, the fuck we doing? So that's the reason why I fell back for that Crip shit, is because I was inside, I was in the feds, and I was in Kentucky, I was in Terry Hut with one of the big cousins, one of the big A-Train cousins. We ain't gonna speak about the name. Tune in the Patreon, you will get the names and all that. But the big cuz, me and son was chopping it up. You know, he really took a liking to me. But he let me know, yo, yeah, shit that heat, the shit that you might as well put this hood on it. And when he said that in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm holding a grudge now to motherfuckers from my hood who, nigga, I done got my ass beat for that Crip shit too, all type of times. You feel me, bro? For the shit to be dead heat. So you mean to tell me niggas wasn't Crip at the time? You understand? That shit is crazy, bro. So while I'm inside, I'm learning all of this. I'm learning the true history of it, and I'm also getting back into my Islam roots, and that's where I needed to be. So y'all understand my head. So now let's get to it. So now I'm at Allenwood. I'm not gangbanging no more. I'm getting into Islam. I'm learning Arabic. I'm learning I'm just learning the Quran, you know, the way I need to. I'm giving my all to it. I'm giving my all to it, and it was serving as a great spiritual uplifter, meaning, you know, the times I was stressing out, the times where I felt like it wasn't gonna be no light in my tunnel. When I got into that Quran, I see the light. You feel me? So now I'm at Allenwood. I'm pretty much staying to myself. If you're not Muslim or from New York or part of the New York car, I'm actually staying to myself. And I'm learning. I'm expanding. I'm healing. I'm growing. And I see somebody keeping their eyes on me, right? And so I start putting my eyes on them. Like, what's going on? Like, what's the vibes, right? So in Allenwood, we got this CO called Miss B. We call her Miss B, the queen of contraband. I do not know if Miss B's still in Allenwood today. It is funny, it seems like every jail or every pop in jail got a Miss B. Well, Miss B was from Brooklyn. Yeah, she was from New York. That's what I knew. She was from New York. Real dark skin, real dark skin. Dark like this, but a pretty dark. Not a real dark. A real pretty dark. And it blew my mind, right? I'm gonna tell y'all the you understand? So I'm chilling, I ain't doing nothing to nobody, I ain't hurting nobody. And if I wasn't in my Islam, if I wasn't in the Quran, I was writing my books. So Miss B was taking notice to that. She wanted to know, yo, what he's doing in that book all day, right? She wanted to know, like, yo, what that guy is doing in his book all day, just writing. So those who did know me have a little chop up section with me where we talked a little bit. They let her know, like, yeah, boy, he write books and stuff like that. So I don't know how that made her feel inside. We never spoke about it. She never told me. But the way she moved after kind of let me know, oh, she wanted to know more about me and shit like that. So, but at the same time, she's watching me. I'm starting to watch her. And so I'm playing the quiet kid, the person who can't fit in, so he stay by himself and stay into his music or, you know, do what he do, right? So I'm watching Shorty and how she's playing on these individuals, right? And I don't know if I called her this, but Miss B was a super predator, right? And this was her thing. She went for the ones who she didn't see have a wife or didn't have family coming to visit them. And that's when she ran down on you. And usually when you in prison, this shit only happen when it comes to like the white COs and the black inmates. This was a black lady who knew the potential of where she was working and wanted to exploit that by using the inmates to pump her contraband, right? So I see her getting real close with one dude, right? So now another dude. I told y'all the story of Bubbles, right? I spoke about Bubbles, being Bubbles. We met in the feds. We met before the feds, but when we was chopping it up, we learned that we knew each other before. And I'm gonna tell y'all that story. That story is wicked, right? But we gonna talk about this. So Bubbles, Bubbles was changing his life too. But I told y'all he was a predator. He was a sexual predator. In my eyes, because he was locked up for so long, I felt like, boy wasn't no ugly dude, no nothing. He still had a little swag with him and all that. But he was locked up so long, the shit he was doing was wild. Like, you beating off to these scenes, shit like that, right? So, pay attention. What happened to Bubbles? So Bubbles was in that spot longer than me. And he the one who actually showed me the ropes out of the world. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. This is why me and Bubble was cool. Because he actually showed me the ropes. He taught me a lot of things. When it comes to gelling, the nigga Bubbles actually taught me a whole lot of things. But this situation is how Bubbles got in trouble. So boy is being a predator. He following Miss B, he cool with Miss B. She actually get a nigga. And she know this is why you gotta watch the female inmates. Female COs, right? Because y'all might think that they're the innocent people and they don't know what's going on and they surrounded by a bunch of creeps. A lot of times, to even take a position to be surrounded by a bunch of creeps, you gotta be somebody who's open to dealing with a bunch of creeps. You understand? And not in a good way. You understand? So Miss B and Bubbles, they had that little rapport. Every time she'd come work the dorm, this nigga run, I'm going to get Susie. You gonna get Susie, nigga? He like, yeah. I'm like, oh man. He like, this bitch gotta get clapped down. I'm like, bro, you wild, bro. You bugged the fuck out. And I'll slide because I don't want no write-up for that shit. You get a write-up for jerking off to a female, see your ass get in trouble. In a big trouble, not a little trouble. You feel me? So, but now pay attention to the power of a fucking predator, Miss B. So, I see her. Everybody see her. She giving the nigga Bubbles some play. Bubbles was one of them niggas. He knew how to jail, but he had no family holding him down on the outside. So, Bubbles and Miss B, they had something going on as far as boom, boom, boom. But only with backup. Us who watched Shorty, we already know she was hitting niggas with cell phones, weed, all that. But when it came to Bubbles, she was just giving that nigga backup, cigarettes and shit like that, right? And so now, so Miss B had Bubbles in our unit, right? And this is what she liked to do. She wanted to have somebody in every unit, so she don't gotta miss out on no money or whatever it was, because I wasn't plugged in with the bitch. So whatever it was that she needed, she wanted somebody in every dorm to be locked in with her, right? And so in our dorm, it was Bubbles. But right next door, it was this nigga from Long Island, tall nigga, I forgot the nigga name. But in my eyes, the nigga was a bozo. I'm gonna keep it a super bozo. But you know how jail, this is what I don't like about jail, right? Because niggas be super bozos, but because they in a gang or they around a bunch of niggas, it make them feel like they not. Like, you understand? Like, the nigga who she was fucking with, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Long Island nigga, in my eyes, super bozo nigga, with for anything. You understand? The nigga wasn't one of those solid niggas. And I feel like Miss B knew that. And that's why she chose them. She chose the ones that wasn't, like, how can I put it? Boom. If me and Miss B was to be having a situation going, I won't jerk her, I won't steal, I won't do none of that weird shit. But I'ma let her know, yo, we eating off this together. This is a me and you situation. There ain't no big U's, little I's in this. We both eating 50-50. You understand? But the way she was starving niggas out, I think. Whatever it was, but so Miss B fucking with the nigga Bubbles and all shit. She fucking with the nigga next door and some other niggas, but this is about Bubbles and the nigga right next door. So now Bubbles knew the nigga who she was fucking with. And this is where it gets stupid at, right? Bubbles and the nigga that she was hitting, they was cool because they was on the door talking about this shit. You understand? I got there late, so I didn't have the access to you whatever they was saying, whatever they done did. You understand? The way that they both knew Miss B, you understand? They both was comfortable with her. They both was there for a while in Allenwood. They both knew she wasn't gonna tell on them. They both tried her. And before I knew what was going on, I could hear the nigga Bubbles on the door like, yo, bro, leave my bitch alone. Stop playing with my bitch, bro. You know that's my bitch. And you can hear the other nigga on the other side, nigga, that's my bitch. You bugging the fuck out. She might be giving your ass cigarettes. She ain't giving you this, whatever, right? So it was like a jokey joke, ego contest, right? What you call that? A piss, whatever. What you call that? Piss, something peeing contest. I forgot the fucking thing that they used to say about that, right? So it was more like that, and that's what threw me off when shit started getting spicy, right? So now the nigga next door, it wasn't Bubbles, it was the nigga next door. All right, hold on. So before I told y'all, every time this beer come in the door, Bubbles will run to his cell. Oh, no, he was in the dorms. Bubbles will run to his dorm. I mean, fuck I'm talking about. Bubbles will run to his bed and get all his shit. He'd get a low. And he used to have this shit made already. He'd get the gloves, the little blue gloves that you clean up with. He'd have mad at them shits in his drawer. And I used to ask him, yo, bro, why you got all the fucking gloves in your drawer, bro? Like, what's going on, nigga? And I'm thinking the nigga doing some other shit. We ain't even talk about what I thought the nigga was doing. I thought the nigga was beating up with a look at me, right? I said I ain't gonna talk about it, but we talking about it. I thought the nigga was beating up with a chump or something. You understand? I'm like, fuck you doing all these gloves, nigga? You trying to use your condoms, nigga? But no, the nigga had the gloves on deck because sometimes the Bubble be like, they don't got no more. So then and Bubbles did the little cleaning and shit too. He actually got me a job, right? So every time Shorty come in the spot, he'll go get his setup, sit right at the table that's closest to the Bubble. No, that's closest to the podium, right? And he just sit there, clap her shit, clap her to the nigga nut, I guess. He started, and when I mean clapping her, that mean these is what these creep niggas do. The nigga sat at the table, so he under the table, got his hand in his sweatpants. He got the Susie on, jerking off. He jerking off on a low while watching her. And that's what them niggas was doing who done did too much time. Them niggas' minds is alternated and fucked up. You understand? So before, Miss B was kind of cool with it. She knew what he was doing. I felt like she loved that type of attention. But now, on this day, the day before, we was hearing, yo, Miss B about to get fired, Miss B about to get fired. Niggas like, yo, wow, somebody told on her, somebody telling her, right? So she come in the spot. Bob was like, yo, they don't want a bitch. He go grab his shit. He sit down. So Miss B like, this is the first time she did it. She came in. She did her head count. Then she was like, yo, look, I don't know who it is, but somebody in this jail is making lies on me. And I take, she said this after the other officers was out, right? She's like, a whole public service announcement. Yo, I don't know who it is, but somebody's spreading lies on me. I'm one of the most loving, whatever y'all need, y'all can get it from me. Y'all ain't got to hold. So after she gave her little speech, she looked at Bubble. She said, hey, you, don't let me catch you doing that shit no more. So he like, yo, so now he put on blast. Niggas is laughing because the whole dome know what this nigga be doing, right? So now he like, yo, what? Fuck you, bitch. You dumb bitch. I'll get your ass fired. Fuck you talking about. It's on it like that, right? Boom. So now it's up in smoke. Everything is up in smoke. Hollering the nigga going back and forth. She had to call some officers in, whatever. They diffused the situation. Shorty got sent to work another door while they replaced her with another CO, right? So now everything is cool, right? At least that's what we thinking. We just like, yo, Bubbles cursed this bitch out. Yeah, this shit is hectic. This shit, it is what it is, right? So now it's time for night medication. Now I told you the nigga who was sharing Miss B with the nigga Bubbles, they housing unit was right next door to us, literally. The way we was talking to them through the door. So in a good conversation, in the door, not in the front, but in the door in the back of the dome by the slop sink. So yeah, you know, if you could do a little photographic memory of, let's say, a dome in the back, you'll understand what I mean, right? So they call us for medication. While we go out to medication, while we in a hall, while my housing unit is in a hallway to go to medication, they're getting the other people ready to come out. So when we coming back, they'll be shooting them out. And we'll be passing each other in the hallway, right? So now we shoot out, me and Bubbles, we coming back. So now we chopping it up. I'm telling nigga like, yo, bro, that was crazy, bro. Why would you, So he like, yo, man, fuck that bitch. Whoa. I'm like, yo, nah, they fuck that bitch. You already know the vibes, nigga. Why would you even put Shorty in this situation? Like, come on, bro. You gotta. And I'm only telling him this because I'm thinking with the pimping shit. You feel me? I'm like, nigga, you got a gold mine, nigga. The fuck? How you ever getting your feelings behind that type shit? He's like, nah, the bitch tried to play me. Soon as he said, nah, the bitch tried to play me, yeah. Soon as he was like, yo, the bitch tried to play me, the other nigga she was talking to came out the door, right? So Bubbles, son came out the dorm. I seen the nigga before, so it was more or less, I never spoke to the nigga. I ain't blood, them niggas is blood. So I spin, I keep it pushing. I'll let son talk to son, he talk. Soon as I was about to go to keep it pushing, the nigga came out the dome. We thinking it's just 190 hot water, but the nigga had Vaseline in it. The nigga melted the Vaseline in the water. The nigga came out the dome. We thinking it's a cup of coffee or some shit. Like, we like, yo, this stupid nigga. They let him out the door with coffee. I'm about to spin. I'm like, yo, your boy. I'm about to spin that way. The nigga just grabbed the whole cup. Whoa, threw it in that nigga Bumble's face. Or I never heard a grown man scream like that. That nigga said, ah, yo, this fucking, I can't see. I can't. The nigga did some shit where it looked like he pressed a button and a fucking knife just appeared. Boom. Banging the nigga Bubbles all in his face. Boom, 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 boom. Now the nigga Bubbles screaming and he running at the same time. He can't see shit because the nigga threw this shit in his thing. So the nigga, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm froze. I'm stuck. I'm more or less just looking at this shit like, yo, what the fuck is going on? The nigga chasing the nigga Bubbles there up the hallway. Bubbles screaming, the nigga still banging him, banging him. Hitting the nigga in his back, side, head, back of the head, all type of shit. He made a mess. That's what I mean. The nigga made a mess, you heard? And so now the CEOs come, they break it up. Everybody's gossiping. Everybody like, yo, Rocky, what happened, bro? Yo, bro, they was calling me Corona. Yo, Corona, what happened, brother? What happened? You was there, they touched you? I'm like, yo, nah. I'm like, yo, this nigga Bubbles, bro. And, all right, so, for y'all to understand this shit. Bubbles was somebody who, yes, I'll say we was both from the town. We chopped it up. Bubbles, I told them about certain things that I didn't like. I'm like, yo, bro, that shit is not cool. I could always look past a lot of shit because I was once a person who wasn't so cool with the actions that I was doing. So I try not to judge, but in no shape or form was this my homie. You understand? This was an associate that I met in jail. And when I left jail, I was going to leave that associate in jail. You understand? Because of certain ways that he told me how he was, right? But a lot of times I'm like, yo, I should have helped this nigga. You know, whatever. But the way that shit happened, I'm like, yo, bro, Shorty, Miss B, wound up getting fired behind the shit. They all found out that this was taking place because of her. So she got fired. The other nigga caught, a city charge behind stabbing this nigga up. I think the nigga caught like an extra 10 years on his shit. Me, my business, the camera see that I'm out my business, and I made my way home on time. Nothing extra, you feel me? Got it.